Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for SKELETHRONE, the Chronicles of Ericona. So dear viewer, if you don't mind, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. So, stop me if you've heard this before, dear viewers. A Souls-like 2.5D platformer game in which you play as a character who comes back from the dead, has to kill enemies and collect quote-unquote souls, which your character uses to level up, and if your character happens to die, well, they lose all of their souls and you have to go back to where you died and pick them up. Sounding familiar yet? Or how about the fact that your character will have to take on very, very, very difficult boss fights? Is that sounding familiar? Oh, and the whole bloody thing is presented as some kind of Metroidvania. No, this isn't The Last Faith. No, this isn't Blasphemous. No, this isn't Blasphemous 2. But, for all intents and purposes, it might as well be. Because apart from having a completely different title, SKELETHRONE sounds like a chair made out of my great Uncle Rupert's bones. The biggest bone, of course, being his quote-unquote penis, which I would use to support the entire chair. But if you played any kind of Souls game, any kind of 2D Souls game, The Last Faith, Blasphemous, Blasphemous 2, Scout Vote, then you have already played this bloody game. So, it's up to you, dear viewer. Do you enjoy those kind of games? Enjoy the challenge? Enjoy dying over and over and over and over and over and over? And pressing on until you succeed and finally complete the bloody thing. I can't speak today. Or are you like me and you're completely sick to death of Souls games and just wish that for once the bloody game developers would take their fingers out of their backsides and just give us a bloody easy mode? So I will leave the decision to you. Luckily, dear viewers, though, this game is fairly inexpensive. In fact, it costs less money than it cost my crazy uncle from Australia to buy a succulent Chinese meal on a Friday night. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my totally not improvised review for SKELETHRONE. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.